I'm Lynda Kinkade, live at CNN's headquarters in Atlanta. Welcome to One World. In Sudan, an already dire humanitarian situation is deteriorating, with millions of civilians bearing the brunt of a deadly power struggle. Shelling and gunfire pounded Khartoum on Wednesday as rival military factions battled it out for a fifth straight day. The paramilitary group RSF says it's agreed to a 24-hour ceasefire set to begin right now. But so far, the army hasn't responded. And it comes one day after the collapse of a temporary truce that both sides blame each other for. Amid the accusations, the fighting is intensifying, sending some civilians fleeing for their lives. Many others remain trapped in their homes, running dangerously low on food and clean drinking water. One aid agency says half of the hospitals in the capital are out of action. Well, CNN's Larry Madoa joins me now live from Nairobi with more on this. Good to have you with us, Larry. So this is now the fifth day of this violent attack we're seeing between these two rival military powers. Another proposal for a ceasefire that is meant to be underway right now. Yesterday's failed. Will this one be any different?
Lynda, this is the third attempt at a ceasefire in Sudan. Maybe third time's the charm, we just don't know. It should have begun a few minutes ago, but yet only one side has agreed to it, the Rapid Support Forces, this powerful paramilitary group that is in this conflict with the Sudanese army because of the power struggle between the two leaders, the two most powerful generals in Sudan. The first attempt was on Sunday for 3 hours. That didn't work out because each side accused the other of violating it. That the second attempt was a 24-hour ceasefire brokered by the U.S. that should have started yesterday at 6 p.m. local. It collapsed almost immediately. And now this, which only one side has agreed to. So you can understand why people are not optimistic about that. But the real impact of this continued fighting is that the death toll is increasing. 296 people have so far been killed, according to the World Health Organization, citing data from the Sudan Ministry of Health. More than 3,000 people have been wounded, but that's almost certainly an undercount because there are reports that there are bodies that remain lying on the streets of Khartoum that have not been picked because it's not safe for people to go out. And I need to point out that this is a power struggle between these two men, which has 45 million Sudanese people hit in the crossfire. I want you to hear from this Sudanese activist, Rosan Ahmed, who said last night was a horror show.
I can't put into words how mentally devastating this is. Our only ask as innocent civilians that are caught in this crossfire is for the RSF and the SAF to stop. Stop the war. Stop the violence. Find the grace to dialogue.
Rosan Ahmed told CNN that in the hour when the ceasefire should have been going on, a missile hit her neighbor's house and it burned down. She does not know if it came from the Sudanese armed forces or from the Rapid Support Forces, and most people don't care. They just want the guns to fall silent, and so far that's not happened, Lynda.
Yeah, well, we are going to continue with this story. Larry Madoa in Nairobi, Kenya. Thanks so much. My next guest is known to hundreds of thousands of followers around the world as the hitch-hiking nomad. Maheen S. is an adventure traveller who was in Khartoum when the violence broke out, and his videos have gone viral. This one, taken from a drone, shows a plane on fire at the international airport. And this video, you can see people fleeing the capital city by car and on foot. And this may partly explain why empty shelves are in supermarkets. People obviously stockpiling what they can. Well, Maheen S. joins me now via Skype from a rooftop in Khartoum. Good to have you with us. I understand you've just heard some explosions behind you. What are you seeing, and exactly where are you in the city?
So right now I'm just near to the conflict area, just 1 kilometer around conflict area. And the smoke is actually coming from, most probably it's coming from the airport, and which is like 2.5 kilometers something from here. So in the morning, there was a big, massive explosion morning. And after for 1 hour, there was no explosion or something, but gunshots were going on. The sound of small bombing were going on. Again, like just 20 minutes ago, there was a massive bombing. And now the gunshots and the sound of tank we can hear from here.
And I understand you were simply traveling through Sudan when this conflict broke out over the weekend. You were on a balcony, you started filming. Did you have any idea what was going on at that point in time? Take us through what you saw.
So I was not having any idea. I'm here in Sudan from last 1 month. So I just reached in the capital city, Khartoum, just 2 days before the conflict started. So initially I was not having any idea. But later on, I got to know that it's a conflict between RSF and the Sudanese formal army.
And you've obviously been using this drone footage over the capital. Take us through what you've captured. How much destruction have you seen, and how many people are you watching flee the violence?
I'm sorry, come again? Can you come again?
You've taken some incredible drone vision over the capital. Can you describe the sort of destruction that you're seeing and what's being targeted?
Today also, actually, we took our drone to fly there. Me and my friend was there. So suddenly we lost our control and we see a massive shot in the aeroplane. The aeroplane was actually burning there.
A few people on your social media sites, Maheen, are worried about your welfare. It looks like you have been in some pretty dangerous situations. Are you worried?
Somewhat, I'm worried actually. So I'm first of all giving apology for my English because I'm not an English native speaker. So actually, I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to some countries like dangerous countries, but I was not worried like the what happening in Sudan right now, because a few days ago, like I had to go out on the street for getting some water. Here there is no water and electricity. And I was walking just 100 meters near to me. There was a gunshot. Then I ran away. Yeah, even people ran away. Then after some time, I was sitting somewhere. Then these army people, they crossed me, and I couldn't cross my path. I couldn't go to my room. I couldn't reach my home back. So I was hiding inside one bush. Then after some time, again, I tried to cross to my place. Then this armed person, they saw me and they took the gun out and they pointed on me. So it was like a terrible experience. Of course, I'm worried a bit. I'm not worried that much, but still, when these cases, like when I meet some armed person nearby any massive bombings out, when it comes, I'm getting a bit worried actually.
This is now the 5th day of violent attacks. How often are you hearing artillery?
So actually, from the first day, I'm hearing the first 2 days was still okay, but from the third day was so crucial day, and fourth day actually it was somewhat crucial, but the fifth day today it was like so loud. From the fourth night, they started bombing too much, and it's supposed to be the 24 hours of ceasefire from yesterday evening 6 p.m. to today evening 6 p.m. But again, yesterday 6 p.m. they started into double level energy actually.
Maheen, are you planning to stay in Sudan, or are you going to try to flee? What's your plan?
Actually, I was planning to go to Ethiopia from Sudan within 1 week, but unfortunately this happened. But now I don't know. I want to flee or I want to be here. The only thing I know that I wanted to be here. That's better thing because it's a capital city. If there is any evacuation from the government of my country, then it will be better to stay here. And if I flee to other places, it will be so hard because in other towns also there are conflict going on. So it's not safe. It's better to be here anyways, and it's not better to flee because as I'm a traveler, I'm not from this place. I don't have anyone in other cities or another towns.
Maheen S., we hope you stay safe. We appreciate your time and the fact that you've shared this incredible vision with us. Please stay safe.
Thank you so much.